Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about all the films I watched in the first quarter of this year, so January, February and March. I feel like it's been a long time coming for this one because I think I filmed the TV adjacent of this like a month ago, and usually I have them relatively back to back. Of course, let's start off with January. So I watched the 2020 The Witches, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. This was such a great reboot of the classic movie. I loved the perspective shift of a black family focus, as it gave just a different background whilst keeping on the essence of the original book movie. I thought it was great. It was my first time watching the new adaptation. Then I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once, which I gave a 5 out of 5 stars. What a crazy and wonderful story. My mouth was agape with the ludicrously complex multiverse. I was in hysterics at the over-the-top fighting scenes and I was nearly sobbing in the final portion. I watched this in 2 halves, but I don't think it really affected the beauty of this epic story of family growing apart and growing together. Moving on to February, I watched The Creator on Disney Plus, which I gave a 5 out of 5 stars. What a fantastic movie this was. It reminded me of old sci-fi anime classics such as Akira and Ghost in the Shell. Alfie also gave me Avatar vibes with her powers and the essence of peace being, you know, the heart of it. I felt like this was incredibly moving and poignant for today's climate, especially, you know, regarding war and AI. And it asked the big questions such as how can you measure humanity and what right does one have to take that away from someone? Very pro AI, which I know will be conflicting for the masses, but the conversation was beautifully done. So much to reflect on from such an outstanding movie, in my opinion, of course. After that, I watched The Marvels, which was a 4 out of 5 stars for me. This was so much fun. I loved seeing Kamala Khan on the big screen and her excitement at meeting her idol. Monica was an amazing member too. I really liked her in WandaVision, and I've been looking forward to seeing more of her story and just get more of her origin. The end credit scene was impeccable. I have been wondering how seamlessly they'd be able to bring in other facets of the Marvel universe that had previously been licensed by other companies. So this tease of what's to come was so well done and kind of scratched that itch for me. What on earth was Atlanta all about? The singing was something straight out of a Disney princess movie. Like Kamala, I was feeling all the feelings and I couldn't quite process if that was a good thing or a bad thing when they just came to this planet world thing. I can't deny that it was a very pretty scene though. The waters were so lush, the characters were varied and very colourful. I think I would fit in perfectly there. Nia DaCosta is definitely a director I'll be keeping a lookout for. Unknowingly already, I was loving her content. For example, Candyman, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel. It's so cool that the latter 2 were her works as well, as they've all tied in stylistically, seamlessly together within this movie. Continuing on to wrap this all up with March, I watched Dune Part One for the first time, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. The use of language in many forms and a variety of culture and politics was so well done. It makes me a little shocked that the original works was published in the 60s. It just seems so ahead of its time and just self-aware. It was a quiet film for a lot of it, mainly focused on the politics and the culture of the people. It was a subtly impactful movie with a great cast. I don't know, I was expecting more oomph though, but as a character study and political play, it was really good. I then watched Disguise by Tyler Czajkowski, which is a short horror film on YouTube, which I gave a 4 out of 5 stars. Don't really want to talk too much in terms of plot because it was only like a handful of moments, but the atmosphere of this caused tension in my head. It was that well done. The plot twist was so unexpected and it was just overall a very thrilling watch. I also watched Curve, which was another disturbing horror short film by Short of the Week, which I have done a full video review for on TikTok, so definitely head over there if you are interested. I have done the same for another short horror called Play Me, which was another one on YouTube. I also checked out The Life of Death, which was by Papya Films Productions, and I gave this one a 3 out of 5 stars. It was super cute and wholesome. It had me thinking of the Mighty Boosh in tone. I think because I was on such a horror kick, I was sort of expecting it to be scary, but it was just a cute little slice of life for death as a personification. Next up, another short horror by the channel Altar. This time was Haunt, and I gave this one a 4 out of 5 stars. Your creepy boss tries to make a pass at you so you can pay him back for the money that was stolen out of the till for on your shift. made to feel uncomfortable and used, you try to get the money together ASAP. And what better way to do that than the last minute shift at a local scare maze. This was not what I expected at all. It was more comedy, almost like the film that I just spoke about. It was also Disney adjacent in terms of its vibe, but for an older crowd. It had me in mind of Halloween Town, but it was a great revenge story. And that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know if you have watched any of these yourself, what you thought about them, if you have any recommendations, particularly any horror YouTube shorts, because I was just on a kick for them those couple of months, really enjoyed them. So yeah, would be definitely in the market to trying some more out. But for now, I shall catch you in another video soon. Bye.